Help me, Jesus.
Oh, that was horrible.
That sounds like, is Bob Rivers home? I'm thinking Bob Rivers made a bit.
And it sounds like he just took a bunch of his songs and kind of put the beats together.
I did read where Neil Schon wants to get back with him and write some stuff. Maybe
they
gotta call Neil.
Someone better do something.
That's bad.
Who? No erasing.
What the hell is that, Ian?
Well, I'm thinking maybe a different part of the song. Maybe he has a love interest, and now they're going to erase it. No erasing. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I don't know.
Trying to figure out what else could it be.
Perry, man, just don't sing at all then.
Good Lord have mercy.
Can I ask a music question, please? May I ask a question of the music gurus?
Better watch it. Him and Billy will pounce.
We know that there are many bands who have, changed lead singer. Journey, for example.
Yeah.
Foreigner, for example, changed lead singer. And we know that these bands have, at times, gone back and re-recorded old songs. Maybe even released them on albums. Has any band ever re-recorded a song with their new singer and then put that song out to replace the old version of that song?
Well, I'm having a hard time thinking what your question actually is, but I do know that, for instance, Foreigner made a best of album with the new dude.
Yeah.
With all songs originally sung by Lou Graham.
Can't do that.
I know, it's so bad.
Even as a Foreigner
but they
fan,
did it. They did it. I don't mind one bit a band carrying on, and getting a guy.
It does suck.
Like they do. Well, that's not what I hear. Oh, it sucks to put out a record. That's ridiculous.
Like, I didn't mind when Van Halen changed singers. When Sammy Hagar joined the band, I was okay with that.
Why's that?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe because I like Sammy Hagar and he already had a career.
That must be.
Laminate Man joins Journey and it bothers me. It bothers me beyond when they put up Grammy award-winning band and he's up there.
What
you didn't do anything to win a Grammy,
bro.
What'd you do?
Well, the Grammy part, I get you. You got a legit beef.
Steve Perry made that band.
But if you got wait a minute.
Wease?
Neil Schon, they had great musicians in that band that are important. And, people want to put that aside. But besides that, if you don't have this Filipino kid, and if Foreigner doesn't have whatever that kid is, then many people would never get to see those tunes performed, and they get, according to people I know who are big fans of those two bands and have gone to see the shows, they loved it. They knew. Well, my favorite one is Sherry Smith.
She actually
huge Journey fan. She lives and dies for Journey. Went to the show. The kid. Did you see the movie?
No.
You don't even see the movie.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm not talking to you.
Wait a minute. No one's even heard of the movie.
You're uninformed.
Uninformed. Ask Paulie about the movie.
No, he ain't bitching. He ain't bitching. You're bitching. The movie shows the whole story of getting that kid in the Philippines.
They found him on YouTube, right? Or something.
And they were just about to give up.
Yeah.
It's a cool documentary.
Okay.
Anybody that liked Journey. So they were just getting ready to give up, and they saw the kid. He had one of those tribute things, or whatever you call it.
Okay, yeah.
They went all the way over to the Philippines, wherever that kid's from.
Auditioned him.
And there he was. And then the movie goes on to show you him being in Journey.
Remember his first concert?
Well, Paulie did see it.
Yeah, his first concert, he just ran around. He ran himself ragged, basically, in the first concert.
Yeah.
And all the guys in Journey are watching him going, he's not going to last this whole concert. He's just running.
They had to tell him to calm down, bro. Calm down. But people enjoy it. And some people are texting in. I just remembered a couple other ones. One of my favorite bands.
Who's that?
A bland called Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Okay.
Their original album, which is the only one I love.
Yeah.
They lost the guys I thought were good in that band, replaced it with David Clayton Thomas, who was more commercial, and they became much bigger hits with that guy.
Okay.
But I didn't like it. A lot of bands changed singers back in the day.
Someone said Alice in Chains was very successful with a new singer. Do you know that? And then someone else texted in that Journey, the new song, he's not saying no erasing, he's saying no eat raisins. It sounds like no eat raisins.
I can tell you this, if that Joshua Tree album came around again and Bono quit the band and they hired Chris Martin, who sounds, I'm not going. I'll tell you that right now, Weezy. If Chris Martin joined U2 to replace Bono,
you have this weird obsession with Chris Martin. It's very bizarre.
No, but he sounds similar. My whole point is, let's say they hired John Mayer to sing U2 songs.
But let me tell you something.
I'm out.
let me tell you something, and I hope my boy Billy chimes in.
Oh,
with the
he'll
same
whatever you say,
thought.
he'll chime.
No, he won't.
Just say it.
He
He's
loves
chiming.
fighting with me.
He
No,
loves
but I
chimes.
like making fun of him more.
Yeah, that's a new show on Sundays.
Okay, hold on.
Make fun of tools.
Okay, hold on.
Hour with
All I
Wease
want
and
to tell
Billy.
you is that statement you just made.
It's a
Like,
profound statement.
U2 comes around, Bono, took a bullet to the head or something.
No,
and
he
now
just quit the band. He just
whatever.
quit the band.
And they got great. You know who loses? You. So you lose. So that's all right.
Oh,
You
someone's
miss it.
here's a mic drop. Did John still like the Packers when Brett Favre left? Will he like them when Rodgers gets
That's
replaced?
a great call.
That is ridiculous.
How's that ridiculous?
That is ridiculous.
Well, you
the
love-
Packers have been around since 1920.
But you love Brett Favre was
Well,
your
yeah,
number
I got
one.
my favorite
That
player.
was
I
your
love
number
Aaron
one.
Rodgers. I love Bart
That's
Starr.
right. All right, you're
Lame
right.
take of the day brought to you by.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
A couple other really popular bands replaced their lead singers, but didn't re-record songs.
Yeah,
like
re-recorded.
Genesis,
Yeah.
back to them.
Oh, that's a
Peter
good
Gabriel
point.
quit, and Phil Collins.
Journey hasn't recorded anything new since Laminate Man came aboard, right?
Not that I recall. No, I would like to hear it actually, because that kid sounds good.
I'm trying to think.
Kid sounds good.
Van Halen's the only case where the band got even bigger,
Yeah,
replacing their lead
but
singer.
they-
Actually, AC/DC.
There you
Oh,
is.
that's a good
What
one.
about AC/DC?
That's a good one, Billy. I'll give you a kudos there.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see. Tedeschi, no.
My favorite, the band Cracker. They had some
Oh,
hits
yeah,
in the
yeah.
I
they
like
were in our
them.
studio.
Were they? I
Yeah,
don't
they
even
were in the
remember that.
studio on Main and
Okay.
Exchange.
I like Cracker, and because they were fighting with their record company, they completely re-recorded their greatest hits album, and put out a different one so that their original record company wouldn't get money from it.
Need a